Hello, my name is Dr. Truth Hurts. Because with all the government and big corporations are doing to your medical care, the truth really does hurt, and you may end up hurt too. Meet Dr. Good. Dr. Good just joined an accountable care organization, or an ACO. An ACO was created by the new health reform law passed in 2010. He even changed his name. Many good doctors will still serve you first in an ACO, but there will be many who won't. Let's see what happens when Dr. Good changes everything.
Hello, Mrs. Smith.
Hello, Dr. Good, I mean, Dr. ACO. Dr. Good, why did you change your name to Dr. ACO?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Smith, but the PPACA has told me that I must change my name to Dr. ACO, since I'm not really your doctor now.
Not my doctor. But I have been with you for years.
Yes, that is true, but the PPACA tells me that now I'm really working for the state. I must serve the state-run insurance companies before I serve you.
PPACA, what is the PPACA?
The PPACA is the Obamacare that is going to change the way I practice medicine. Nancy Pelosi said we would learn what was in Obamacare once she passed the bill, and then she would read it too.
But you have been my doctor for years, and I like the way you practice medicine. I don't care about the PPACA.
Yes, but the third-party payers think I need to be more efficient by spending less money on you. That's what PPACA and Obamacare are all about.
But what if I need you to spend money on my medical care?
When I was Dr. Good, I would spend money on you. But, now, as Dr. ACO, it is best that I spend money only if the third-party payer lets me.
The third-party payer?
Yes, the third-party payer is your nationalized health insurance company that is now run by the government. The third-party payer and the government have forced me to join an ACO.
I am so sorry, Dr. Good.
Dr. Good is dead now. I'm Dr. ACO.
Why are you called ACO?
Because I'm now an accountable care organization, and under Section 3022 of the PPACA I will be rewarded if I follow the best practices created and approved by the Secretary of Health and Human Services. As Dr. ACO, I'm accountable.
So, are these best practices the best ones for me?
According to paragraph 3, subsection A, line 3 of Section 3022 of the PPACA, these best practices are the ones that the Secretary shall determine are appropriate.
Did the Secretary of Health and Human Services go to medical school?
No.
Have you discussed my medical care with the Secretary?
No.
Did you help write these best practices?
No.
Has the Secretary even done so much as change a bedpan?
I'm pretty sure she has never even changed a bedpan.
Have these best practices proven to improve the quality of care?
No. In fact, such best practices have usually been shown to drive down quality of care. But they might save money for insurance companies and governments.
Have your practices been something besides the best practices?
I don't think so.
Then why would you follow something that a government bureaucrat thinks is the best practice?
According to subparagraph 2, item A, number 1, of paragraph D, of section 3022 of PPACA, the Secretary also determines the financial bonus I will get if I save money for the ACO. If I save enough money I can afford to send my kids to a school that is not run by the government.
So you are saying that the less money you spend on me, the more money you will make?
That is right. I will receive an incentive bonus as determined by the Secretary if I follow a best practice, and the Secretary thinks I'm efficient for the third-party payers.
But what if I need an expensive test or treatment?
I will consult with the best practices created by the Secretary to see if that test will allow me to get my bonus.
Doctor, you are making me feel sick.
Let me check something for a minute. Checking. Checking. Sorry, there is no best practice yet for sick. So I'm not sure that I will be able to find a way to get my bonus.
But Dr. ACO, doesn't this make you feel more like a computer entry clerk than a doctor?
Feel? There is no best practice for feel. Besides, I feel that it will be good to make sure the Secretary is able to determine that I have complied with the best practices.
Dr. ACO, can I tell you about my back pain?
If you must.
My back hurts a lot, and I'm waking up at night with pain there.
You could have a dangerous tumor in your spine. That could be deadly.
That sounds horrible, doctor. I am scared.
I would be scared too.
Shouldn't you do something?
I probably should. Let me see what the best practice is. Checking.
Dr. ACO, don't you know without checking that computer?
Dr. Good used to know. But as Dr. ACO, I have discovered that the secretary has the best practice that will get me my bonus.
Doctor, couldn't you just do what you think is best, and not get a bonus, if it is different than what the secretary wants? Well, what does the computer say?
The computer says that back pain is a common problem, and that you have little to worry about.
But why did you think there could be a tumor?
Because nighttime pain is a classic symptom of spine tumors, but the secretary has not made a best practice yet.
Should I have an MRI?
An MRI is a very expensive test, and the best practice says I should wait about 2 months before ordering one, because it is on the list targeted for efficiency by the National Center for Quality Assurance.
What happens if I wait that long?
You might end up being paralyzed.
What? Get the MRI.
But the best practice says I should wait 2 months, unless I explain why I have deviated from the best practice.
Then just explain it to the secretary.
But then I would have to fill out numerous forms on the computer, and this will also change my efficiency profile. I know you don't want me to have to go through that.
Dr. ACO, just who are you accountable to?
Isn't it obvious? I'm accountable to the Secretary of Health and Human Services. All of these 159 new federal agencies created by PPACA.
Doctor, I think we are going to have to end our relationship.
That is okay, because all the other doctors are in the same ACO, so they will save money for our ACO, and I will also get a bonus. Besides, according to subparagraph C of Section 1899, amending Title 18, through Section 3022 of PPACA, you have been assigned to this ACO, and can't leave.
Doctor, my legs are starting to get numb.
Just a minute. Checking. 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 The secretary says that leg numbness could be a sign of cancer in your spine. It would be most efficient if we gave you a phone number for end-of-life counseling so that you could accept your reality.
Accept my reality?
Yes, the complete live system of Zeke, Emmanuel, says that the most efficient use of resources is definitely to give you the phone number for end-of-life counseling so you may accept your reality.
This can't be right.
Wait, you are right, there is one more thing. You have been mandated to purchase the nationalized health insurance until you come to the end of your natural life. Fortunately, you won't have to pay that for too long.
Well, there you go. If this is the kind of healthcare you want, do nothing. But if you want to change things, tell Congress to abolish the ACO, so your doctor can serve you, and not the nationalized health insurance plans and politicians. Many good doctors will still serve you first in an ACO, but there will be many who won't, and you may never know which one your doctor is, as he may never tell you what you are missing. This is Dr. Truth Hurts, saying, stay healthy and remember, sometimes the truth really does hurt.